What is trauma dumping? Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire, and I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about what is trauma dumping. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Hey, bro. These people will tell you a story of their trauma, and they will dump it on you, bro. I'm trying to tell you, people is out here sending you unconsented trauma, bro. Bro, without your consent, bro, they just dumping trauma on you. Trauma dumping, bro, is pretty much when people they just dump all their trauma on you, and it's pretty self-explanatory, right? But let's take it much deeper, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you gotta grab your popcorn, you gotta grab it. Hey, as long as you don't grab no liquor, Don Julio's and all that, hey, you leave that over there, man. Hey, simple drinks, we got water or something, bro. That's all you need, bro. We're gonna tell you about trauma dumping now. Cause when I tell you, bro, people be trauma dumping out here, bro. They just finding the next victim to trauma dump on. You know what I'm saying? They just finding the next victim to trauma dump on. They just using that person as a dumpster, bro. They just dumping all the trauma they've been through in their personal life, in their childhood, in their relationship, in their situation. They just trauma dumping. And this is like a one-sided thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like these people don't even care about you, bro. They just care about dumping all their problems, and they just care about just dumping all their trauma on you. They don't really care about you for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? They just dumping their trauma on you, and then when you start to show any signs of dang, I'm human too, though. You know, I got my own stuff going on. They ain't trying to hear that. You a dumpster to them, bro. They just trying to dump trauma to you, bro. That's only every time they come around, bro. They dumping trauma on you, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, people will do that to you, bro. People will use you as a trauma dumpster, bro. They will literally dump trauma on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Without your consent, bro. They just gonna start dumping trauma without your consent, bro. It's like some one-sided stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference when you have friends and this and that, and you talk about the things that you've been through and this and that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like the heart posture, you know what I'm saying? There's a certain type of heart posture to whereas you and your friend is just sharing some stuff you've been through and this and that, you know, that's different. But the trauma dumpers, bro, it's like this one-sided, narcissistic, way of just dumping all their problems on you. They really don't care about you for real. They only care about just using you to dump all their trauma onto them, bro. To dump all their trauma onto you, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. There's so many people who do this, bro. And you just gotta really just pay attention, bro. Cause, bro, we're living in a world of users, trauma dumpers, love bombers, trauma bonders. I'm like, bro, what is going on in this world, bro? You got the trauma dumpers, you got the love bombers, the trauma bonders, you got all type of, you got the narcissists, you got the, goddamn, how many people do we have? Now we got the trauma dumpers we gotta deal with. Damn, bruh. People is not well, bruh. People is not mentally well, bruh. People is not mentally well. People need deliverance from God, bro. Because now we got the trauma dumpers that we gotta address. You know what I'm saying? Why are you dumping all your trauma onto everybody like that? Unconsensual, it's some one-sided stuff. Every time you come around that person, you don't even check up to see how that person is doing. You just straight dumping trauma. These people don't even say hi, hello. You didn't even say hi, hello. You just dumping trauma. And then you got those people, man, soon as you pick up the phone, they trauma dumping. How are you trauma dumping through the Wi-Fi? How are you trauma dumping through the cellular device? The freak? These people are trauma dumping through the air, bro. These people is airdropping trauma. Some people be airdropping trauma too. Airdropping trauma to you? To you? These people be airdropping trauma. These people be writing letters, trauma dumping. These people be writing letters in mails, trauma dumping. They trauma dumping through the internet, through DMs, inboxes, cell phone trauma dumping. They trauma dumping through every form of communication. These people don't even care about how you're doing. They only care about how they could dump their trauma on you. How is this possible, bro? Bro, we need Jesus to return, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's too many people that's mentally cooked out here, bro. People don't even care no more. They just trauma dumping on anybody, bro. They don't even care about how that person feel, bro. You ever considered that the person you trauma dumping on, you ever consider they probably been through way more trauma than you? It ain't never crossed your mind because you ain't never even asked, bro. You know, you don't even check up to see the person you're dumping trauma on to see how they doing. They might got more trauma than you, but they just carry it in a different way. They carry it in a different format. You know what I'm saying? They might carry their trauma in MP3. Just because you carry your trauma in a cellular device, it's different. It's still trauma too. You know what I'm saying? You can't just ignore other people's stuff and then you giving them your trauma, man. Like, that's one-sided. What type of one-sided equation is this, man? But hey, bro, you got the trauma dumpers. You got the trauma dumpers. And then trauma dumping and being a narcissist, there's connections to it. Because these people is self-centered, bro. The trauma dumpers is one-sided and they also self-centered. And a lot of these things, a lot of these bad traits, they all narcissistic. They all connected to narcissism, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these bad traits, they are all have some type of connection to narcissism, bro. Know what I'm saying? People unable to not be self-centered. People unable to not be one-sided. It's some type of narcissistic energy that's connected to this stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, a lot of people try to use you as a trauma dumpster, man. Do not become somebody's trauma dumpster, man. They only come around you. They only call you when they got problem. Oh, family be doing that a lot, bro. Family be trauma dumping like crazy, bro. Family, I only call you when they got problem, bro. They ain't gonna call to check up on you, see how you doing. Even when they check up on you, they have a hidden agenda. They only check up on you so they could reel you in for the hidden agenda of either trauma dumping or either like something, bro. Know what I'm saying? They only check up on you every once in a while when they need something or when they trauma dumping or when they doing something, bro. It's like people is not genuine anymore, bro. Know what I'm saying? People is not even genuine anymore, bro. People out here straight trauma dumping, man. You trauma dumping like this? Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. These people is participating in some unsanctified activities, bro. Unsanctified activities, bro. These people is doing some repugnant activities. Repugnant, unsanctified activities, bro. Peace.